Welcome back, I am Frexistential. We are playing Disco Elysium. On the last episode, we woke from a drunken stupor. We have a talking necktie, I think. It's strange. And we have a mission. It's to get a dead body out of a tree and get some cigarettes, because we want some smokes. Find smokes, smoke them. Interview the cafeteria manager, inspect the victim's body, and report your badge missing. Our partner said well, we found our other shoe. Didn't realize that was a quest. Cool. Our friend in orange here said we should talk to the manager first, and then get that body down. Okay. Oh, he's following me now. Great.
The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching.
That is not an impressive beard at all.
To the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
He respects him. I mean, if you look at the two of us, this seems like a more serious individual than whatever this is.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41.
As I said, I'm still currently in between names. The Harbinger of Ruin?
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call.
Oh, turning the tables on him.
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Okay.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Looks behind the pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Many. I'm a very big deal.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me? Yes?
I have everything. You?
He looks in his little notebook. Oh, you mean, do I have questions? Ask them?
Yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
I know. Where exactly is the body? Who killed them? Why did Sylvie go away? You know, I actually can't think of a single thing. Why did Sylvie go away?
She went away because none of your business.
This is the second time you've avoided the subject.
Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person?
I mean, I'm a police officer investigating a murder. This doesn't seem that weird.
It's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person. Certainly sounds like it.
I agree, brain. Where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
How do we get there then?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No
I hate
need
this
for
guy.
the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
This guy's a douche.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
Oh, okay, I see what it. I get it now. I made the hole.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
Oh, so now you bring it
No
up.
one is saying The multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination. But
Let's bail! Time to push the eject button! Sounds like a responsibility! You don't like those!
Horrific necktie, you're the best.
no, don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
What's real? Slip away unnoticed, that's too low. I don't owe you shit.
Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
Pronounces the R with a mock Aristotic accent. I was thought he like what's real? He was gonna respond to what's reality?
The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money.
I like how this looks like, you see the face, the brain, the book. I like that a lot. It's very cool looking. By real, do you mean some sort of street cred? Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money.
Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him!
Horrific necktie, you really are horrific. Did I just hear my tie speak to me twice? What do I owe this place for? But what exactly is money? You're under arrest. This is very, we'll do number 2.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages.
I'll pay when I check out.
Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money.
No one is saying that! No one is saying that Ty can talk! That would be ludicrous! It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money.
I'm not comfortable with this. Try to somehow tuck the tie away. No, we're leaving the tie out. Great advice. I'm considering it. Give the tie an affirming tug. No way. I have duties. I'm a cop. I'm not talking to a tie. Take the tie off. I'm considering it.
The lieutenant looks at you tugging on your garish tie. He puts his hand on your shoulder.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. None of us are in this for the wages.
That's Cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money.
What exactly is money anyway?
What are you, a philosopher?
Maybe. Actually, I might be. Since I woke up, I have trouble remembering even the most basic concepts of reality. No, just getting my bearings. Might
Money
be.
is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
I could just annoy this person as much as he's annoying me. Like, interesting. Where do I get it from? Why do I need it? Proceed and show him the coins you found. Is this money? Proceed, but don't show him the coins. They're yours. The image of this is so funny, though. Is this money?
Yes, it is.
Count them and give them to him. That's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. I'm now down to 90, right? Or keep the money. Well, give him what we have.
No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real.
Okay. But that's horrible.
The cafeteria manager stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter before him.
It's so funny. He just, eventually just gave up because, you just threw a bunch of pennies down on the counter. Like, here you go.
For a moment, His antipathy is overcome by compassion for the sheer smallness of the money.
It's very much like going to like the ice cream man. Like, how much can I get with this much money? You got like 35 cents, and he gives you an airhead or a couple gumballs.
He demonstratively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
You're under arrest. No, what happens now?
I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then...
Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away.
Is there somewhere else I can stay around here? I don't have a home. I don't remember where my home is. Fuck this place. I'll take my chances on the streets. I'll see what I could do. I don't remember where my home is. I think is
Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now.
Okay.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it.
Really don't
But
remember.
You've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere.
I don't know. Near, south, maybe, far away, up on Marvel Hill.
You don't really know, do you?
I don't. Does this mean I'm homeless? I only have a vague, blackened image.
A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, the exact number on the building? I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. HoboCop!
Entertain the thought when you get the time. Maybe being a hobo and a cop has its advantages.
Oh man. HoboCop it is. Okay. Did we get anything there? Pay for damages. Well, I mean, we might be able to do that. HoboCop. Temporary research bonus. -1 composure. Ungainly and rambling research time. Okay. Oh, can we access this? Or, like, is that just what we are now? Internalize? Stop. I don't want to do that yet. I don't know what that is yet. We may do that. We'll quick save. Let's do an actual save. Okay. Doors bolted and a sign reads kitchen reserved for personnel until 1300. Okay, and what is this? Soft perv, an electric juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. What is your deal?
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife. The elderly woman turns to you with a smile.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Do you mean you like me? That's weird.
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no sweetie. Look at me. Maybe I am.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Dimple or not, I'm a bitter man. The years have taken their toll. No, I'm a superstar cop. The stupid dimple has only brought me suffering. I don't want to talk about the dimple anymore. Thanks, I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Slaps herself on the forehead.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up smiling.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. How'd you like to roll with me? Come on. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, or anything. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad, lost person on this earth.
I don't know if I want to take her money.
You've got guns of steel and a chiseled jaw somewhere under the bloated alcohol layer. Maybe she'd like to sponsor you.
I was hoping you could be my sponsor. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks. 92%. Tugging her heartstrings. You understand Lena's idealism. Right, let's change the subject. I haven't seen something this high.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
This isn't easy for me to ask of you, ask of anyone, but I'm at the very end of my rope. Any money you have could help me.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Passions a gold commemorative pin on her left jacket pocket and drops into your palm.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind them. A chipped green banner at the bottom reads, Sam Baptiste, Summer 31.
I feel bad for taking this. I'll promise I'll buy it back for you once I have the money.
Oh, it's not an ancient family heirloom or anything, but I suppose it would be nice to get it back.
About your
I
pin.
hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
Decided not to pawn it. You should have it back. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, dear. I confess I am glad to see it again.
Yeah, I felt immediately shitty after I took it.
Even the lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie?
I don't know if you noticed, but I don't know. Yeah, this one.
Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
Our eyes follow you. Follow your movements with some concern.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. I hope you're right, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm blowing this whole thing out of proportion. Forget I said anything. Well, she won't judge me.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
The Whirling in Rags cafeteria. It was on my keys. I don't really know. Some seedy hotel. A war zone at the end of the world. We're dead, haunting each other. We're ghosts.
That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria itself located?
In hell. We're all in hell. See, I have no idea.
We're in the city of Revachol, dear.
Flashes you a worried look. Honestly, I don't know diddly squat about Revachol. What kind of place is this?
How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I.
Okay.
I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days.
There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost.
Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Spring of 51? Sure, it's the year of 1973. All I know is we are approaching the end times. It's a bad year. It's a bad year in my late 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51, and spring has only just started. I'm sure there are better days ahead.
The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How can it be that bad? Never mind. We're in this now.
I can tell that this is taxing for
Whoa.
you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
some kind of democracy, maybe. I'd like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Okay, Elon Musk, calm down. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort our perception of reality, concealing our true masters, foreigners and women. Cop, we are living under the cop regime. Let's be the dictatorship of the proletariat. That means communism, right? I've never seen it described as such. Let's go with I guess the first. I mean, this one is kind of the true masters, foreigners, and women. I mean, I don't like cop regime. I mean, this really runs the gamut, huh? This one.
Oh, sweetie. It's
She
really
smiles,
not.
a sad smile.
There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
Oh boy.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
If there's no government, how come there are cops?
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
So, how did I do? What is the revolution you mentioned? Who can tell me more? We'll do this
You
one.
didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word. It's very odd.
A sigh. The lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And
Maybe.
while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much.
She means this sincerely. Worrying won't do you any good.
Let's ask about the revolution. We'll bend your ear just a little bit more.
A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago.
But I'm a cop. Whatever it was hasn't stopped me.
It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better.
I'm just a poor woman, she thinks. What do I know of these things? And how can I help you?
Someone more educated in sweeping matters. Maybe you should ask.
Okay, I'll find someone to ask. Fixing my... There we go. Continue.
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of
Came to me
course.
like, no, hard
Then
pass.
I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez.
Okay, as clueless as I am, I don't want to ask her, hey, you're in a wheelchair, huh?
Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
Gives you a small wave. Alright, let's do a quick save. And, what did we get? Anything? I don't know. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Rich people are educated. Okay. Anything else in here? Gotta find the courtyard. Might be outside.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair.
Shake the shivers off? Oh, what do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's in the west? What's in the east? Motherfucker. It's in the west.
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there?
Let go of the feeling. Will I?
No, you are just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinaise every day.
What is down the shore? Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Urban coastline, rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above Coal City, end of all lines.
Run your fingers through your dampened
Your
hair.
is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
Oh, I see the courtyard, and there's the fence. I see the body. All right, so that's where we're going. The north.
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play.
Closer to here.
The yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath a dead man's feet. He swings from a tree, bloated. Droplets of rain slip from his cold cheeks.
And he was there for 7 days. They said, I think it was 7 days before they even called. That's alarming. Or, I mean, it's clearly out in the open, unless this thing was closed initially.
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered.
Strikebreakers, huh?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Clench your teeth. Shake your shoulders again. Yeah.
Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow.
Beyond
La
that.
Dicienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms. Cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary.
It's across the distributary.
Put on the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks in half. 7-story buildings trail off into the rain.
Beyond the carry-on.
A silvery curtain of rain over the houses. The class divide. A traffic jam.
Top of the South.
Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue
Very
of a king
exposition heavy.
shudders. He too is cold.
Exposition heavy
The
section.
canal bridge has been raised. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
There was a not a food truck. It was kind of like a food truck, but they were called Jamrock Chicken, and they would come by my neighborhood very often. I think like every weekend in like the spring and summer. And there was always a pretty long line, and I actually never stopped by, but I'm gonna have to make a point to do so once they start showing up again. Sorry, just the Jamrock showing up a couple times just made me spark that memory in my brain.
Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on
Oh, so
your
the capital city.
eyelashes. It's home.
Where the hood at? Why am I not there? Shudder, look further.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the hood at?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution fell. Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands.
Silk mill? I have a silk
perched
shirt.
above the motorway exit.
Doesn't
Precinct
seem to be doing me any
41 hunches
favors.
in the rain. Satellite officer Jean Vichmer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. Satellite officer Vichmer passes by, and the young man remarks to him.
I didn't know wife beater was like an actual. I thought that was just a colloquial term for a shirt. And I mean, I think now we call them an A shirt, but of course this game is going for like the atmosphere and whatnot. Because we would just call them wife beater shirts. Like calling a shirt a wife beater shirt, like when you're like 13, like you're saying the words without really knowing what the implications of what you're saying actually means, and it's wild to call something like a wife beater shirt in just casual conversation. Again, here it's in context and it's setting a mood and there's a reason, but it's still the fact that like in the 90s we would just kind of I don't know if that term predates the 90s. I mean, it makes sense why, because we see the shirt that people wearing that type of a shirt would be like on the cops program, always being arrested and whatnot, and there was the shirt of like white trash, and that's why they got the name. I mean, it's domestic abuse. I don't know where this rant is coming from. Not even a rant. Let's keep going.
Homie?
Huh?
What?
It's not like that. They're what is called heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. A blood bond, if you will.
Huh? Yeah.
Where do these guys come from?
Hetero-sexual life partners.
Yeah, like Jay and Silent Bob.
Funny apery. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him?
Is there something wrong?
No, nothing. It's just Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't drink with him over the weekend, did you?
That would be irresponsible.
With that animal? Never again, man. What is he, still down there? In, south of the interchange? What was it?
In Martinez. He's in Martinez.
He looks like Peter Dinklage a bit. At least Peter Dinklage in Elf. That's what this portrait kind of looks like.
Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
Motherfucker. Finished thought.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Yeah, but that costs money, dude. Okay. To the east. Can we, Wazda? Oh, we could Wazda instead of point and click, but let's, Doesn't look like it's raining. Heaps of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. Oh man, there's like... Street sign reads, "Fuck the police." I mean, that tracks. Pigs go home. The street name is ineligible. Alright, we're wandering further and further away from the task at hand, though. I want to check out that, the body. Unless this is the place that sells the coats. Or unless there's money in you. Oh, maybe this right here. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Maybe this is where they sell the coats. So many things to click. So many clickables. Raincoats? Or is this just a bookstore? Gift books and molten candy.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Clerk extends a greeting. Yeah, this looks like just a bookstore.
Welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Alright.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? I feel that there won't be an opportune moment to ask later. Curious pendant you're wearing. Narrow your eyes mysteriously. So you're the owner of the store? Let's see if she gives me money.
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor.
Yeah, you're alright. Yeah, that's what a rich person would say.
One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent.
This person has big Nepo baby energy.
What is this insolence? She misunderstood.
You misunderstand me. I'm a powerful feudal lord. I demand tribute. This is about tradition. No, that's not me. I'm not gonna...
Of course, no one puts words in your mouth.
A curious pendant you're wearing.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
She also narrows her eyes. Are you the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. I mean, I've never worked in a small bookstore like this, but I've worked in a large bookstore chain. I mean, she doesn't really have, like, bookstore energy. It's more like business owner energy. I guess with a twinge of, like, bookstore owner, bookstore energy.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
What if I want to buy a book? Who's a little girl outside? Farewell for now, book peddler. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this store had, like, this was the raincoat store. Let's see what your deal is, though, while I'm right here.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
Young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
Stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of store is this anyway? Is it okay if I ask you some questions?
It's a
kind of
bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
What is a book? Don't be ridiculous. I know all of these things. I'm not that.
You're fooling nobody.
Don't you sass me. I said I know all these things, and I do, goddammit.
Sir, are you okay? You've been standing here silently for a while now.
Just gonna check out what that body's about. Let's do a quick save. Though, I mean, he did say something about needing a raincoat. I mean, he also said the priority is the body. Choices. Oh, and he said it was to the east. I'm definitely going to the west. I know things. I know my cardinal directions. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I'm just gonna wander around in the rain for a long time. Alright, if that's cool. What are you?
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air. With the
Yeah, it's
aid
missing its
of
neck.
numerous ropes and rods.
Who this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane.
I mean, the Squanderer, the Insane. That's not like a healthy line
Not a
of
good track
people you
record
want to
of
be
mental health in that
part.
family.
Yeah. What did the king do? Maybe we'll get lucky.
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
I forgot that my intelligence is like a 1. Then I'm like dumb as a rock. Leave. I'm not seeing a store. I don't really want to engage with these dudes right now. Yeah, so I'll just not have a raincoat. It's fine. I was hoping it was like just like right there or something like. We'll get the bad ending while we're just wet. And it doesn't look like rain, it looks like snow. I mean, unless that's like a wintry mix, which is the most, the worst thing to hear about on the, you're checking the weather for your morning commute. Throwing rocks at the body? Well, how lovely.
Kuno's got this.
The boy throwing rocks at the dead body can't be older than 12. That's horrible.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Yells the other kid behind the fence. I mean, is this it's gibberish, or is that like a language that we hey kid, a word, police business. Moment of your time, please. I'm not gonna get into this right now. Police
Right
business.
in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Children ignore you.
Love it in the dick.
Whoa!
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Hold on, what does that mean? Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene. Stop using slurs at my crime scene. That's not how we do it. Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouth hole!
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do? Are you kids siblings? Look, I have questions for you. Kim, what should we do?
Shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces.
I see what you mean, but we've got little choice here. What forces?
You will see.
Alright. Are you kids siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
I have questions
Alright,
for you.
Entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
This kid is horrible. The street urchin is horrible. Body, what do you know about it? The crime scene you kids often play in this yard. I gotta ask, who is Kuno? Crime scene.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
Might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Who's Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Boy points to his chest with both thumbs.
Primal. Violent.
Kuno sounds like something you would call a rabid dog. That's Cujo. So you refer to yourself in the third person. Kuno, is that some kind of gang name? Got it. I had another question.
Shoot that shit at Kuno, pigonaut.
Pigonaut. That's great. Bye, what do you know about it?
Shit-load pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Do you know how it got up there? Have you seen anyone suspicious around? More on this later. Right now, let's talk about something else.
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Okay, what about the dead body?
Kuno didn't smoke him, if that's what you mean.
Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That
Hey,
seems
that's me.
pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
This one wasn't censored. Come on now.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Oh, you're testing Kuno's patience.
Get lost.
I want to discuss the body with you again, Kuno. Okay, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright, quick save. I realize the other person over here.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
Gross.
You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down or turn away. Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils.
Let go of your nose without throwing up. God, what is that? Why is it so bad?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
I mean, let's turn away. Kids, ladders, rickety but climbable. Okay.
There he still is, looking right.
No, I didn't want to look at him again. I wanted to climb up the, Someone was trying to grow herbs in the greenhouse. Can I... What is this over here? Winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Well, you said this was climbable, right? Oh, here we go. Smells like spoiled meat and curdled dairy. A human being decomposes. Gross. Oh, what is... Someone dragged someone?
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Kind of boots.
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails, all over the yard.
Get an exact count. Let's try.
Maybe more than 12.
Whoa!
8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46. 2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44. 3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, 4.
Putting all this
Standard work
information
boot,
into my
number 45,
mind palace.
4, 46. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them. 5. Another standard work boot, steel 6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Another
Impossible
female.
to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Pretty good at this, ain't I? I'm a super cop, I told you. HoboCop, super
You're
cop.
not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it, and the tracks burn in the middle of it, in a strange, beautiful way. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds
big lad.
200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
How many?
Huh, that's weird. Tuna has been tracking your eyes. 400 million. I'll tell him 8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guy's going back and forth. Way off. Way. I'll do the... I'll treat Kim. I don't want to be a jerk to Kim.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
Light step number 41. Yeah, well, I'll go through.
A woman or a kid?
I don't think there's a way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
Heavy one.
200? Could it be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
That's possible.
You might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
I mean, I don't know the metric system. That could be 200 figgledy-diggledies. I don't know what that means, 200 kilograms. I went to school in America. One of them is carrying him over. Maybe it was a giant. Could have been an extremely obese person.
Possibly, yes.
One soul is smoother than the other.
Let's name it the old soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal, like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
He regrets it the moment he says it.
So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer. Just nod.
I don't know why I said that. We are not looking for a drummer. We are looking for a group of dock workers.
The lieutenant clearly appreciates the chance to clear up the drummer issue himself.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right.
Just nod.
We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yeah. How old do you think these tracks are?
7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Ravachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
All right.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
What do you think happened here?
A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree.
I mean, I was thinking the same thing.
Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Yeah.
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Monsters. I mean, we've been getting experience. Can we level something? Not yet, no. Alright, quick save. I mean, I did roll amazing before.
Looking right through you with his white. The smell is repulsive.
No.
It pushes in from your mouth. More instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
Try to walk away. Yeah. Did not succeed in walking away.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst.
I mean, with how hungover I am, that probably felt real good.
Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet, and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
Where do we get ammonia from?
There is Frit nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't...
Points to the greenhouse.
There's a greenhouse here, and the gardener leaves a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Okay. Good to know.
There he still is.
All right, well, it looks like we know what we have to do. We have to, I mean, our priority is get the body down, but it looks like we got to do a couple of things before we can go ahead and do that. So I guess wandering around isn't the worst thing in the world. And, I mean, that's the second thing we've been told to go to that place to possibly get, like, that jacket. I'm like, but we don't have money. But maybe people will just be kind and give it to us, like Lena, the old lady. She gave us that pin, and I felt real bad. But maybe we could get some stuff from other people and not feel super bad. But that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe. It really does help out a lot. If you're watching on Twitch, we'll be back in a couple minutes. And if you're watching on YouTube, we'll see you tomorrow.